Hello, Aries. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Tarot Grand Lux by Ciro Marchetti. Website's at the top here, usgamesinc.com. Feel free to check that out if you want to, of course. Hopefully I can hold that still for a second. Alright, supportive oracle cards, magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. It's illustrated by Jesse Reish on the back here. There's a website at the bottom, heyhouse.com. If you see it, feel free to freeze frame and check that out if you want to. Hay House has a lot of websites, they do have a lot of websites, I think, too, but a lot of decks, at least they used to. I haven't been on that website in quite a while, so thought I'd just share that with you. All right, what do we have for Aries? Can we speak? Can I speak? I don't know if we're going to like this yet. Are we going to like this? What's going on? Cards flying out all over the place. Okay, we got one card face down. Somebody has to make a decision. I don't really know if it's you, though. I almost feel like somebody else is going to make a decision, and when that happens, all bets are off. Okay, what's this decision we're talking about? I see the card, but I want the answer. I want the answer. Give me the answer. 5 of Pentacles, and then the Wheel of Fortune, but I don't think it's going well for them. The Wheel of Fortune, I don't think it's going well for them. I don't really think so. They got to make a decision. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune does not turn in their favor, but based on that, they're making the best decision they could make based on that. It's kind of like when you, this is like with the Wheel of Fortune, kind of like, you know, you get in a car wreck and you lose your car, but hopefully nobody gets hurt. But then once that happens, making the best decision after that moment, after things have gone bad. Is there conflict here, or is it them? What is the deal? There's a lot of waiting for things to actually happen, because it seems like normally they get along with you. They got the Emperor card on their side. Are they holding secrets? No, I don't think so. I don't feel that with this card. Something doesn't go right, but it's what they do with it, and it's the best possible decision for them. But I feel like there's a history behind what they're doing. Whatever the decision is next, there's some type of history about something they have to handle, or it's kind of like, you know, maybe the car was paid off, for example. They get a settlement to get a new car, but they're like, I can't use that to buy a car. I need to settle some other older bills instead, and then decide what I need to do from there. It's a good decision for them. It may not be a good decision for you. Because I feel like there's something that's not apparent. Maybe you don't realize. It's like somebody that, whoever you're connected with, you don't realize they have this something they owe, or something that's not right from their past. Because that 6 of Cups is a past card. Something from their past is coming back to haunt them. Or it's like they get some extra money, and maybe they have a lien on their, not a lien on their house, obviously, but what do I want to say here? It's like there's a debt or something, and once money shows up, the government says, oh no, you owe over here, give that money, take that money, give it to where it needs to go. So that money is snatched right up. So if we're going to use that car analogy again, they get a settlement for the car, every single dime is taken, and they don't have anything now. Could be something like that. Because I get the Queen of Wands with somebody else coming in and saying, nope, you owe that over here. Because I feel you're trying to figure out, wait, what? Because I see you trying to figure out what's going on here, and I don't really think you like what's going on. And to you, it's completely unexpected, like an unexpected windfall. The other person might have known this was an issue, but just not brought it forward, kind of like, that's my business, I don't really want to talk about it, so I'm just leaving that to the side. But when this moment happens, the truth comes forward, I feel like it may be something they just don't talk about. Which, no, I don't feel like they're lying to you, but I feel like I can understand how Aries would see that as a lie. Kind of like you're withholding information, that's a lie. But it might be a little bit more complicated than that. It could be like from something from years ago, a while back, and it's just something that they just put it right out of their mind. They don't acknowledge it at all. They just don't acknowledge it to anybody. I don't know how you want to view that. It's a weird one. Because I'm seeing like they think they're respectful. They think of themselves as respectful to your energy, and you don't feel like they hold things back usually. But then when this happens, you're like, well, where did that come from? It's a little bit weird. There's conflict on their side, but it's conflict that it's due conflict. Two of Wands with the Five of Wands. It's the five, yeah? Yeah. Five of Wands. It's conflict that's due. The conflict is due. They're due to handle this conflict. A lot of this is going on about their conflict. It's all them, their conflict. Okay, so when this comes forward, they have to make decisions. They really do, too. How does this affect you? The wheel coming forward. I feel like you're letting it go. Okay. Why are you letting it go, I wonder? I mean, if there's no point to it, I guess that makes sense. There's a big disconnect. The Justice comes in. The Ten of Pentacles comes in. I feel like you might be looking at this like, well, for example, if you're with somebody and maybe they have kids, but they haven't been paying child support and you didn't know that, or they owed it from way back, and there's a deficit that they still owe for. Maybe they're current on certain things. Current, I don't know what you want to mean by that. Maybe they're paying the current bill, but there's X amount of money from the past that they never did pay that they still owe. You might be looking at that like, well, yeah, you need to take care of your kids. So it's not like, it's kind of like, well, you need to pay for your kids, you know. So you might look at it like, well, no, you need to do that. I just didn't realize that that was a thing. And maybe they forgot about it. Or we can play that game, why not? Because I feel like you're looking at it like, well, now that I see how it's playing out, I didn't know that was a thing. But I feel like you're looking at it like, no, that's how that should play out. I kind of feel like you're kind of like, no. That's justice. That's authenticity. I think that's why you're not talking about it. You just don't want to talk about it. Kind of like, well, the way it played out, what am I going to say about it? What am I going to say about it, really? That's kind of how that should have played out. I see you completely disengaging from it. But then you're also having the justice came in twice. And it came in this time with the wheel. Kind of like, what else? I feel like you're sitting here going, all right, what else? Like, what else? What else could be here? And I feel like this is changing how you're feeling about the whole situation. Now that you know what you know, it does seem to change things. The other person seems to think, well, it's my problem. I'm just going to pretend like it's fine and move on with it. But I feel like you might be looking at this like, did that get rid of that bill? Or how much more? Like, how much more is backed up? How much more has to be taken care of still? What else could be there? You're avoiding the conversation? Really? Well, because I feel like you know where this is going. Why are you avoiding the conversation? Why would Aries avoid the conversation? That's very interesting to me. Because once you start talking it out, you know what's going to happen. You know where it's going to go. And you're not going to hide how you feel about it. And it could get quite brutal. It's a matter of time. You're going to have to talk it out. I feel like you're going to have to talk it out. This person, I feel like they want to make you happy. They want to work it out. They want to smooth it. They want to smooth it over. I don't really feel like that works for Aries. Aries is not about smoothing it over. Aries is like, no, what is going on? No, what is going on? Don't give me your bull crap. Don't give me your little song and dance. I will trip you and kick you. Do not give me your song and dance. No. They're going to try to smooth it over. Ooh, that might be the trigger. Oh, that's a bad idea to do with Aries. Really bad idea. Aries is not interested in that. Nope. It's making me nauseous. I would start the conversation. Do yourself a favor. Start that conversation because they're going to do something that's just going to hit your button and it's going to be worse is what I'm getting. Because they're going to try to like smooth it over. This is a weird card for this because I feel like this is literally not going to work for you because it's kind of like a smoke and mirrors thing. Nope, you're going to see right through it. You're not going to have it. Bring up the conversation. Do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. Because you're going to sort it out. You're not going to put up with it. You seem to be avoiding it, but it's like if you bring it forward, yeah, you're not going to be happy with it. No, it's not going to be a fun conversation. But it's a lot better than somebody pulling a song and dance on you and you just having a fit over it. Because you're going to be, it's going to hit that button so hard. I'm going to trip you and kick you. Do not do the song and dance for me. Do not do the song and dance. I seriously would trip you and kick you. Hard. So hard. Do not do it. So, for those of you this is hitting with, of course, they're saying just bring up the conversation. Do yourself a favor. Just bring up the conversation. Because when you bring it up, you can also choose where you have that conversation. So if you want to have it outside somewhere where you can yell at this person, but, you know, it's not going to echo off the walls or whatever. If you wanted a private spot where you can have this conversation and just let it be what it's got to be between you and them, you can choose where that's going to be. If you wait for them, I feel like they're really not that, I don't know, something's a little off. Because I'm thinking if they do this in a public place, that doesn't mean you're going to hold back your feelings. You're still going to tell them what you're thinking, especially if they hit that button and they hit it hard. You have more control if you just bring up the conversation. You can decide where and when and just do it. I would bring up that conversation. Anything else? All right, I think we're there. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thanks again for watching, and you have a great day.